For many holidaymakers around the world, the chance to experience real magic and the awfully big adventure that comes with a trip to one of the famous mouse's houses is exactly what dreams are made of. So join us as we explore the endless possibilities of that great big beautiful world of Disney as we travel to the magic.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Travel to the Magic. Welcome aboard, it's Tom for the week of Thursday, the 8th of July 2021. Where is the year going? I tell you, it's just disappearing, isn't it? It's flying past quicker than Tinkerbell does out of Cinderella's castle on a happily ever after night. I tell you, I'm so glad to see that return back to Walt Disney World, back to its home at the Magic Kingdom. And what a great show it must have been. And what an amazing feeling for cast members that got to go and watch it on the preview night before it was released to the general public just a few days ago. How cool was that? And of course, our Brandon, who you know from the main Another Disney podcast show, he got to experience it in a very unique way. In fact, I believe he experienced it twice, and a number of naps were involved to make sure he stayed awake in time to watch the shows. And that's because he lives within a stone's throw reach of the magic of Walt Disney World. I am very, very jealous of where he can sit in his back garden and watch the nightly happily ever after show whenever he feels like he can. Because I live quite a few miles away, not only from the Magic Kingdom, but actually quite a few miles away from America in general. So when I come to Orlando, I really want to experience as much as I possibly can. Now, for those that maybe don't know who I actually am, that's fine. Welcome to the Another Disney Podcast family. This is the Travel to the Magic show, where we talk about all things travel related to the magic. It's in the title. And I am a Disney travel specialist based in the United Kingdom. We have offices in Europe as well. And my job is not only to sell the magic to all the different Disney destinations around the world, whether it's a cruise, an experience, an adventure, going to Hawaii, visiting the Asia Disney parks, all of those kind of things, but also to make sure that I'm on top of my Disney training and keeping on top of the latest Disney news so that I can provide you and my customers with the very latest Disney information, that all-important know before you go stuff, so you get the best out of your Disney experience. But I also do extra training on the actual destinations that you are going to. For example, quite recently, I had the pleasure of joining lots of travel agents from all over the world at a virtual exhibition hosted by Visit Orlando that showcased everything that was available for you to go and do whilst visiting their city. And it was really cool, actually. I mean, there was a lot of activities I already knew about, a lot of the ones that you probably are aware of already, but there was loads of stuff that I had never heard of before that sound absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to recommend to anybody that's heading over there on a vacation. But it was something that the host said during this virtual exhibition that gave me a great idea for this week's Travel to the Magic topic, and a well over 3-minute introduction to, and that was that you would need to spend a minimum of 100 days in Orlando to be able to go and visit and do all of the different attractions and add-ons that are available. 100 days! The average holiday is like 14. I literally can't think of anybody that I have ever heard of or known that has gone on holiday for longer than maybe at most a month. But 100 days apparently is what it will take to go and see and do everything in Orlando. And so therefore, this is part number 1, with parts 2 and 3 coming to future podcasts, where we count down the top 100 fun things to do whilst you're there in the undisputed theme park capital of the world. So let's start off our list of 100 days with the big boys, and assuming we're only going to do one day at any of these attractions, we've got 6 days covered with Walt Disney World itself, from the Magic Kingdom to Epcot, to Disney's Hollywood Studios, to the Animal Kingdom, and of course 2 water parks as well, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. But where can we head to on days 7, 8 and 9? Well, it would be a sin to visit Orlando without heading to the other big theme park name in town. Of course, we're talking about Universal Universal. And if you head to the studios, you can ride some world-renowned attractions, including Return of the Mummy and the brand new Jurassic World roller coaster called the Velocicoaster. Very excited to be able to have my first go on that at some point in the near future. You can then head to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at the Islands of Adventure, and then take a nice relaxing day, the first one of our 100-day holiday that we're going on at Volcano Bay, where you can just lay there around the pool, soaking up the Florida sunshine, taking a nice little trip around the classic lazy river, or dropping in off that Krakatoa Aqua Coaster that's available at this water park as well. And so we're 9 days in to our vacation, but where are we going to head to next? Well, it's another big name in town, and it's a place where you can swim with dolphins, ride heart-pumping roller coasters, and witness delightful seal and turtle shows. Of course, it's the world-famous SeaWorld Orlando, that's also the home to the region's fastest and tallest roller coaster. It's called Mako. Absolutely amazing. Don't want to miss that when you go there. You might want to grab yourself a fast pass ticket as well, because that really will help keep those wait times down. And so, just like that, 10 attractions knocked on the head from our 100 list of fun things to do whilst in Orlando. The big boys are done. Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld all ticked off the bucket list. But where should we head to for day number 11? Well, how do you fancy experiencing all the high-octane thrills of skydiving, but without the immediate risk of actually having to jump out of a plane? Well, at iFly Orlando, adventurers can feel that intense vertical wind in their faces and practice some pretty cool mid-air maneuvers in the comfort and safety of an indoor facility. Now, according to the press release, this is the perfect stepping stone for those who want to try out the real thing. Personally, I think I might just stay to the comfort and safety of the indoor facility. But you never know, I might get the bug to go skydiving having done it. And that's day 11. So on day 12, we're going to ride the tallest Ferris wheel on the east coast of America, and it's found at the Family Icon Park. Loads of other attractions there as well, but it's the main thing that brings people to this destination, and that's because it's an enclosed capsule that soars around 400 feet into the air and offers you some unbeatable views across Orlando and beyond. It's perfect for that ultimate Florida selfie that you want to get when you're on your vacation with your family. Just head up 400 feet in the air, wait till you get to the top, and then get clicking away with those incredible, incredible views from the Icon Park, tallest Ferris wheel on the east coast of America for day number 12. Day 13, then, we're going to break out from an escape room. Have you ever considered yourself a bit of a keen detective? Well, you could put your money where your mouth is by trying your hand at a bit of teamwork and focusing on getting out of the escape room that boasts a number of thematic choices, including Prison Break, which is one of my favourites, Gold Rush, Heist, Trip to Mars, and Mysterious Market. Each one of those offering a unique set of puzzles and riddles that you've got to solve to be able to escape the room. If you've ever done one of these before, these are great things to bring your family together, or if you're going with a group of friends, so much fun to be had. They do let you out after an hour, so if you haven't solved it within an hour, don't worry, you're not locked in there for the duration of the 100 days. They will let you out, but it is a great activity to go and do if you want to escape from the midday sunshine for sure. Next on our list then, we're going to go celebrity spotting. And with this one, a few cleverly taken photographs may just trick your friends into believing that you've bumped into some celebrities whilst you're on your holiday in Orlando. Well, of course, you haven't really bumped into them, have you? Because you went to Madame Tussauds, that famous waxwork museum that we've seen in various other countries around the world. It's there in Orlando for you to go and visit and enjoy as well. But how about doing something that is less less world famous? Well, you could go and battle some zombies at VR Territory Orlando. What is this place? Well, it's a place where you can take a break from reality and enter an immersive world using that new age technology of virtual reality. Just pop on the headset and enter the game where you go to battle some zombies, whether on your own or with your family, to hold your hand along the way as you enjoy a bit of reality escapism, courtesy of an augmented world. Now, let's get your feet back on terra firma for this next activity. And for anyone whose childhood dream was to become an astronaut, this is by far one of the most fun things to do if you're in Orlando, and it is a chance for you to change your dreams into reality. I'm talking about Cape Canaveral's Kennedy Space Center that really does provide you an out-of-this-world experience. You'll get to visit and tour a real NASA spaceflight facility, get to meet some real astronauts and ask them questions about what it's like to fly in space, and get to look around a real space shuttle as well, plus loads of other activities throughout your day. And if you are extra lucky as well, your holiday could be sent to the moon by watching a genuine rocket launch taking place during your visit as well. How awesome would that be? But what if your childhood fantasy wasn't astronauts and it was a bit more Captain Jack Sparrow? Well, you could be steering into the delightful fantasy world of pirates and swashbuckling on board the Captain Nemo's family-friendly pirate cruise that takes you over the Gulf of Mexico. For adults, this is probably an ideal activity for you because your kids are completely entertained on board by pirate actors while you kick back and enjoy some complimentary beers or wines or sodas while you soak up the glowing sunset views. And so that leads us on to day 18 of part 1 of our 100 fun things to do in Orlando. And we're getting all up close and personal with one of the region's favourite sea creatures next, the Florida manatee. And few places are more welcoming to the blubbery beasts than Crystal River, where you can go snorkeling and find yourself face to face with these larger-than-life critters. Now, typically all the equipment is provided for you, including a wetsuit. You just need to bring yourself, and it's been described in several destination guides as probably the best nature-themed thing to do when you visit Orlando, right alongside dolphin watching at Clearwater Beach. Now, this isn't just a postcard worth stretch of sand. It is in fact one of America's top 10 beaches, and it is a haven for dolphins. Now, there are plenty of tour companies who can provide hassle-free transport out from the picturesque beach for you to get right up and close and personal with these friendly mammals, and also watch them swim in and around and amongst you while you're enjoying a lovely boat trip along the Clearwater Beach. And again, a great opportunity to grab yourself that all-important vacation family selfies too, with a once-in-a-lifetime experience like this. Now, if you're looking for an activity that is a little bit more adventurous, but at the same time give you a reprieve from the immense Orlando crowds, then you could head to the Central Florida Everglades for an afternoon of gator spotting from your very own airboat tour. Now, according to the pamphlet, coming to the Sunshine State and not seeing this amazing reserve experience is a bit like skipping the Eiffel Tower in Paris, although you're highly unlikely to meet any alligators in the capital city of France, at least besides the crocodile you can meet in the Peter Pan ride at Disneyland Paris. This activity is likened to Mother Nature's version of her very own theme park, which is teeming with wildlife and biodiversity, from turtles, birds and snakes to the alligators themselves, who are just waiting for you to whip out your mobile and grab a quick snap. But one place we hope not to encounter any crocodiles or alligators is on our next activity, and that's to take the calm enjoyment of stand-up paddleboarding to the next level with a unique neon-lit night paddle on one of Orlando's many inner-city lakes. Now, because they don't have any ocean waves to contend with, this activity is ideal for beginners looking to learn a new skill, or for those who are already familiar with paddleboarding paddleboarding or maybe a similar type of water sport, who simply want to experience the magic of Orlando from a different perspective. And talking about taking a different view from an activity, how would you like to take in a stunning sunrise above those famous Orlando theme parks, the lakes and suburbs and surrounding rivers and forests from a bird's eye view? Well, this totally unique activity that thrills and calms at the same time involves you jumping into a hot air balloon and watching the city come alive at the break of dawn. Now, although this does take you up to some heights, they do typically include a glass of champagne as well, plus a convenient breakfast, making it almost one of the most unforgettable things you can do whilst in Orlando. Quite possibly a very romantic gesture if you're looking to propose to someone in a unique way whilst on holiday. Hint, hint. No? Okay, moving on. How would you like to unleash your inner Tarzan and go swinging from branch to branch at one of the city's most revered outdoor adventure destinations called Tree Trek Orlando? It's 15 acres of open space area to explore, where you can partake in all kinds of aerial challenges like zip lines, trapeze swings, rope courses, cargo nets to climb, and of course some swinging logs as well, because what is life without some logs being swung at you? These obstacles all range between 10 feet and 50 feet high, so there is something for every level of confidence as well. So if you're looking for that kind of team building, family bonding add-on to your Walt Disney World holiday, then this could be a brilliant activity to add to your package. Now, if exploring nature is your thing, I have two very different ways to go and experience the beauty outside of the bustling Orlando city. The first is via an ATV, a four-wheeler buggy that allows you to skirt across the dirt roads and ride over bumps while taking in the beautiful natural scenery of an off-road adventure by Revolution in Orlando. They also give you the opportunity to try your hand at some nature-type activities like skeet shooting, archery tag, and trophy bass fishing as well. But if you'd like something that's a little less brum brum and a little bit more I know, it's terrible, then maybe you might like to head out to the beautiful Lake Louisa State Park and see the natural side of Florida by a less noisy means, and I'm talking about on horseback. You can choose between a 1 hour and a 2 hour ride that takes you on a friendly horse through the most pristine sections of the park, with seasoned guides as well who will provide some intriguing insights about the area along the way. Now, if my terrible two impressions didn't make you laugh just a moment ago, maybe going to see the Outer Control dinner show will have you in stitches. It's an unrivaled Orlando experience where you grab a table for a 90-minute magic-themed improv comedy show that is guaranteed to have you laughing your socks off the entire time, and you won't go hungry either, or even thirsty, because tickets do include unlimited hand-tossed pizzas and bottomless beer, wine, and soft drinks, all included. So if you're looking for the perfect last night vacation outing, this show could surely be the right thing to go and do. Unlimited food, unlimited drinks, loads of laughs, great memories of your Orlando holiday on top of the magic you've experienced for the last 99 days or however long you've been at the Walt Disney World Resort for. But if it's, say, the middle of your holiday and you've hired a car, so you want to go exploring a little bit further outside of Orlando, how about taking a trip to Miami, where the beaches and nightlife are to what Orlando is to theme parks? Unmissable. So you could tick off two must-see cities in one singular trip. Orlando for your theme parks, Miami for your beaches and your nightlife. And of course, you could do this with an all-inclusive excursion down to Florida's Party Hub. Tours typically stop at the tranquil South Beach district and the shopping-centric Bayside Marketplace, and can also include stops en route at the Everglades if you want to take in one of those other activities we talked about earlier in the episode. And there are a whole bunch of different trips you can take: half-day trips, full-day trips, trips with optional airboat rides, Star Island cruises, beach-related Miami trips. There are celebrity home trips as well in Miami if you want to go and see where all the celebs hang out. You could do a hop-on, hop-off city tour of Miami. Oh, there is so much to do in Miami that you'll need an extra 99 days on top of your 100 you've got already. Except for this experiment, we're going to class that as one, because we have two more to talk about in this episode, starting off by leaping back some 100 years and climbing on board the fascinating, ill-fated vessel that was the RMS Titanic. And of course, it's been over a century since the grand cruiser sank, and its legacy still lives on, and there is no better place to go and learn all about the tragic history than at the Orlando Artifact Exhibition. And if you truly want to immerse yourself in the elegance of the early 1900s and really experience what the Titanic might have been like to have been on, then you can opt in for a dress-up and gala dinner addition to your exhibit tickets as well. Could be something quite unique to go and experience on your holiday. And if unique is your bag, baby, and you're looking for something quite out there to add to your holiday that could really wow the kids and give them plenty of stories to talk about when they return to school, then this final attraction on part one of 100 Fun Things to Do in Orlando podcast could just be the event that you've been waiting to add to your holiday. And that is to enter the world of Ripley's Believe It or Not, where truth is quite often stranger than fiction, and the unbelievable comes alive right before your very eyes. And it really is quite a strange place, even before you enter the 10,000 square foot International Drive location, because the building itself looks like it's falling into a Florida sinkhole, which of course it's not. Don't panic. It's just the first example of a bizarre optical illusion on the actual building itself, which is kind of impressive. But what's inside is even more fascinating than what you'll find on the outside. And that's because it is full of odd, rare, and straight up amazing artifacts for you to go and experience, like a shrunken human head to other incredible optical illusions, tricks of the eye, strange animal oddities, and some incredible feats of human achievement. And I'm not saying that everything inside is absolutely 100% real. A lot of it is fiction, but Robert Ripley, over his time, received an awful lot of weird stuff from people, and these exhibitions are a great place to go and experience the wacky world that we currently live in. So if you're looking for something truly unique and slightly out there, then Ripley's Believe It or Not could top off your holiday absolutely amazingly. And that brings us to the end of episode 6 of Travel to the Magic. Thank you very much for sticking with me all the way through to the end. I appreciate we've been a little bit off the actual Disney topic this week, but with so many amazing things you can add on to your holiday, I think it's important that every so often we look at what is outside the Disney bubble for you to plus your vacations with. And of course, we'll have episodes 2 and 3 in future podcast episodes. But next week, episode 7, we will be taking a deep dive delve into the wonderful world of Shanghai Disney Resort, the baby of all of the Disney resorts around the world. We'll check out what makes this park one of the most amazing places on the planet to go and visit. And until then, have yourself an absolutely magical day.